Hey, so I've got this problem here with the boot on the shifter come loose on my 2017 BT50. So I'm just going to remove this so that I can reattach it to the retainer and then refit it. So to start with, if we turn the key on and move the shifter back so that we can see the retaining screw for the shifter knob. We lift that up, the boot up, and then if you can see under there, there's actually a screw just in here we need to remove. Just set the camera up there. So we need to remove the screw. Carefully keep a finger on the screw so it doesn't drop down into the hole, and remove that. And then the shifter knob just lifts off like that. We need to get the retainer out. So the retainer, a bit hard to see, but there's some spring lug down in here and back in here as well. There's two on each side. So we need to gently get that retainer out without breaking it. So if we just gently leave it in here, lift that up, hold a finger in there just to keep a little bit of tension, lifting it upwards, and then unclip that side, and then the two at the front, so then the retainer comes out. So the boot is actually meant to be glued on around the outside of this here. So I'm going to take this, clean it up, use some contact glue to reattach it to the retainer, and then refit it back on again. Okay, so I've got set up here with my adhesive. I'm going to use this ADOS F2 because it's still remains flexible, and I believe that's probably what it was originally glued with, some similar product. So first of all, you can get these products. I just got them from the hardware store at Bunnings, and I'm going to use the solvent here to clean up the retainer here first of all, getting all the old glue off, and you can see using the proper solvent it cleans up really easily. Then I've got a real cheap brush here, also from the hardware store, throwaway. It was about $1 for the brush, and we want to put some of the solvent onto right around the edges here. Just a light coating, and we're going to let that go dry or tacky according to the instructions there. You let it go tacky, and then it becomes a contact glue, which means you need to put it or get it attached in exactly the right place the first time, because it won't give you any second chances to get it in the right place. So I've turned it inside out so I can put some of the glue around here. When it's dried, the rest of the boot will still remain flexible. It's then when we put it on, we need to make sure when you remove the retainer, if you didn't look, but if you check, you will see that the clips here are offset, so make sure you get them the right way round. So the closer at this end, which was at the back end of the car. So make sure that when you attach it back onto the boot again, we've got the knob at the front and the clips that are closest to the back at the back of the boot. Now I'm going to let that dry until it's touch dry, and then carefully attach the boot back onto the retaining clip. Alright, okay, so back again. The glue is now, it doesn't take that long. Touch it with the back of your finger and check that the glue is actually not tacky anymore. And so when the two surfaces touch together, it'll be an instant contact. So we need to make sure we try and get it in the right place at the very first time. Once again, the lugs at the back, closest to the back on the retainer, and the knob at the front. So, and these little recesses here is where the seam goes in. So I'm going to start off at one end here and get that touched on, and it also it goes just flush with the end. So we'll get that into there like that, and touching it in and around there. You can see as it touches, it's making contact, and it just will hold in there. So we need to very carefully work our way around and get that touched and in place. So I'll come back to you shortly, hopefully having that all in the right place. Okay, so we're back now. We've got the boot glued back on, so it's all flush all the way around, and it sticks pretty much instantly. Now we've got to carefully move that back through the retainer so that we can put the shifter back on and put the screw back in. So just put that back in onto there and get our screw. Carefully not dropping it down the hole, otherwise you're going to have to pull the whole shifter or the center console out. So just put that in, just tighten it up a little bit. You need the key on so that you can move the shifter around, put it back into the central position, and then carefully put the boat down, carefully not disturbing the new contact glue, and then just get that back in there, making sure the edges of the leather or vinyl don't get hooked up on the edge when you're pushing it back down in the hole again. Just push it down, clips in. There you go. Before I put it back in, I got the vacuum cleaner and just cleaned out around the groove in there, which it goes, and there we have it, all back in place, working again. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.